about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
We're gonna get not another piece.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you. Nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Ooh, it's October! What? Yes! And it is the spooky time of the year for all of us, especially here at Give Me Back My Horror Movies, where we're going to cover nothing but horror in the month of October, baby. What? And that means we're kicking off this month. It is my pick for the month of horror. We're doing from 1982, Basket Case. With me tonight, Charlie. Say hello to the peoples, Charlies.
We picked a movie of what I actually call you as your nickname all the time, Mr. Basket Case, running around all over the place. Not the one I talked to you on. It's the one I talked about you to everyone else.
Oh, that makes sense. There's a whole nother channel where you guys just like fucking Pete.
Yeah, you know, if you're in that group and you find that thing like, oh, there's not a secret one. I'm not, but we don't have one of those. Yes, there is. If you don't know about it, it's about you. That's exactly what it is. No, I'm teasing. There's not at least 3 max. They'll have you in them.
And also with us tonight, my partner in crime, or soon to be, Anna. Hello, Anna.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here for month of 4.
I'm so excited. But yes, we're doing from 1982 Basket Case from the director of Frankenhooker. Put a pin in that.
I'm terrified. Nah, it's fine. It's okay.
But we're gonna this movie is real gross, so buckle up, baby. Charlie, you got a trailer for us, please?
I do, and as raw as this movie is, the trailer's just as raw. So thankfully, it's not long, but it's not great either. So here we go. Basket Case, the trailer.
What is the secret Dwayne is hiding in the basket?
What's in the basket? Easter eggs?
What's in the basket?
Clothes. What's in the basket?
Nothing.
What's in the basket?
My brother.
What's in the basket?
Open it, if you dare. Basket Case.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
What's in the basket?
What's in the basket? What's in the basket? What's in the basket?
It's my brother.
Oh, folks, we have unearthed a special movie for you tonight. This is definitely one of those give me back movies. This is for sure that flying definition of give me back. But before we get into that, let's go into our histories with it. Let's see who goes first. Me, I shall go first. My name is Pete, and I will go first because it's the movie that I picked. Basket Case. Saw this in the this was one of those I got at the so there's a little town next to us called Columbus Grove, and there was a family that just bought a bunch of tapes and would open up their garage on Friday and Saturday nights so you could rent. It was Literally,
that's kind of awesome.
it was lit. You would drive up, and it was a little garage, and you walked in the side door, and they had built this counter, and it looked like someone had built it that didn't really know what they were doing, but they had so much sleaze there. They had things like Motel Hell, Basket Case, Frankenhooker, and put a pin in that one. Also, I think I already said that, didn't I?
The good 80s sleaze.
Yeah, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. They had some really questionable anime too. Like, whoa, what did I get myself into? Sort of thing. Faces of Death, like all those juicy ones that were like impossible to find at the regular chains. Like
chains weren't going to carry those.
No, you weren't going to see that at Blockbuster, or we had Video Connection, and that was a smaller family chain, but they didn't have any of that stuff. It was all mainstream. The weirdest stuff they had were the Friday 13th, and those were on the top shelf. You couldn't get to them too easily. And these
Please
guys,
ask for assistance.
Right.
If you want to watch
guys
some
didn't
horror
give a
movies.
Fuck, they didn't card you or nothing. Once we got our driver's license, my buddy Andy and I would just run over there and just load up on the weirdest shit. And this was one of them. Basket Case was definitely one of them. I've seen two, because that's where he gets a girlfriend, right?
He gets a girlfriend, and there is an entire house of freaks.
That's yeah, that's right. Yes. But I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago, so I need to go back.
All three are on Tubi right now.
Yes, they are.
So
yes, do yourselves a favor, go on to Tubi, check out Basket Case. So yeah, I've got a lot of warm, fuzzy feeling memories about this, and of course, then you watch the movie and you go, "What was wrong with me?" But yeah, that's my history with Basket Case, and I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you think about Basket Case? What's your history?
This is the beginning. First time watch.
Really?
I've definitely heard of it. Yeah, I know who Frank Henenlotter is. Love Brain Damage. That was a treat.
That's the other one. Yes.
I do enjoy Frankenhooker. That one's fun. So yeah, I was intrigued to see what this one was about. I've been recommended it quite a few times from different people over the years, and I've just never sat down and watched it.
Excellent. I'm happy to have forced you to see this. Charlie, talk to us. What's your history?
Oh, I have history with this movie. This is a Charlie and Benny special. Really similar to Pete. Our regular video store didn't carry some of the more risque, naughty movies. And I'm not talking porn. I'm just talking, stuff that just the church ladies would, when they walk by the cover of it or something.
Their pearls. Oh.
Yeah, pearl clutchers. So there was a little gas station about, not even a mile from Ben's house. And they had a back room, but not the back room we're used to hearing about rental stores.
Sure.
This was just movies that they rented, but for some reason they couldn't be out in the main public area for whoever to come walking around buying stuff for the grocery store, gas station. But you could go back there. There was kids movies, there was action movies, there was horror movies, and he got the ones that were a little bit more hard to find, like Pete was saying. And he had at least two. I think he had two of the Basket Case, 1 and 2, because I don't think I watched 3 till a lot later. And this was in our run of watching everything that wasn't mainstream. Like, we didn't care about Freddy, we didn't care about Jason, Halloween, none of that shit. We watched like the house movies because they were just weird, zany, bonkers, gore.
Friendly.
Well, 1's iffy, 2's family friendly, 3's not even considered a house movie. They were that edge. And so we rented Basket Case, and dude, that movie has been burned in my brain forever. I probably haven't watched this movie in 20 plus years. I knew it front to back. Like, I remembered every single scene. This is a first time watch for Jackie. She just kind of like, okay, this is weird. This is really weird for you guys. I'm like, yeah, but even I have nostalgia for this one. It gets to the part that's really iffy on this one. And even she's just like, what did I just witness? I'm like, yeah, and it kind of sucks. It's right at the end because that's what you remember, And this is a classic movie of they die at the end. until the sequel.
until they made money and they go for a sequel.
And part 2 literally replays the end, and it starts right after the end of this. So it's like, no, we fixed it, everyone. Don't worry. But I remember watching this for the first time, and this is a crazy movie that ended on a downer for us. Like, the fuck did we just watch? Like, we felt like, man, someone probably should have carded us before we rented this movie to make sure we were okay to watch it. But I'm looking forward to talking about this one. This was one you brought it up, and I was like, yes, finally, Basket Case.
This is right up my alley. This is my kind of weird. I really love these rubber monsters. This really sleazy, like, this is New York City at its worst. Like, boy, it was New York City was gross at this point in time.
This was filmed guerrilla style too, so it adds to that grit and realism. There's people being filmed in this movie that don't know they're in a movie. You know what I mean? Plenty of people, they're walking by you could catch it now, especially this transfer on Tubi is the Arrow one. Absolutely gorgeous. It's probably the best really I've ever seen this movie. This movie was actually picked up by the Museum of Art.
Museum of Modern Art, which is
Modern
crazy.
Art. That's what it was.
Yeah, the MoMA.
And it has been redone fully and put into their collection. So
that blew my mind when I saw that at the start of the movie. I was like, "What?" Okay.
As sleazy as this movie kind of gets, there's nudity in this, but it's not sleazy like you're thinking sleazy. But it's very
just titties, y'all. It's all right.
Yeah, it's titties. But this movie, like Pete's talking, is very dirty. Like, it's gritty.
It's a time capsule.
Yeah, it's the setting. It's not necessarily the people.
Yeah, exactly. This is fully independent too. Like this is his first movie, right? This is Frank's first movie.
I don't remember. Frankenhooker was later for sure, because
I know
there was a budget behind that one.
Frankenhooker was later. I know Brain Damage was just after this.
So Brain Damage was 88. Frankenhooker was 90. Basket Case was 82. So yeah, it might have been his first.
I think this is his first, because my favorite piece of trivia I was reading on this, because I'd already watched the movie, so I was just looking shit up.
Yeah, it was his very first thing, yeah.
The wad of money he has at the opening of the movie is the budget. It was $16,000, and that was that was legit money he's holding, and it was just like, hey, give us all the money. We need it for this scene in the movie.
They used the budget as a prop.
Sure that's did. How low budget it was. The budget was a prop, and I think that is fantastic. Because I had to tell Jackie that too, because I got watching it and I was like, this is going to be not great acting, but they're trying. I was like, anybody trying to make a movie now for $16,000, it's impossible. There's more money in this. I think it's like a ballpark of 30, because they ran out halfway and they got investors and
raised more money.
Friends would throw in money, and but it never, I think it only got like 30 grand still for this. And now it's a cult classic. It's been restored. It's in a museum. Like, holy shit. Like, this is what every independent movie maker probably strives to be. It's this guy that made Basket Case.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie it has so many puns in it if you listened closely, or maybe not a lot, but this movie tickles me to no end, because the doctor, all right, so Belial is the monster in the basket, right?
Yeah.
And Dwayne,
yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne is the normal looking dude, and they've been separated at birth by this evil veterinarian, it turns out.
Couple of veterinarians. There's the doctor in there.
I actually forgot about that from watching it originally. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, okay, some, doctors, and this lady is living it up. This female vet, like, she's got a fancy apartment, whining and dying this younger beau.
Yeah, that was a little predatory. I think he was a little too young. I was like,
that's
what
the
are you doing,
sleazy.
lady?
That's the sleazy in this movie.
Oh, honey, I like you.
But
I do. I do appreciate the fact that he switched roles there. He did a gender reversal with that scene because in the 80s and 82, it could have very easily been a male doing that with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But the fact that then all of a sudden there's this reveal that they're vets, and you're just like, wait a minute, what? And but it kind of makes sense, you know.
It turns out to be a GP, I think. The first or
the
second
first
doctor that dies.
So the first doctor is the one that was there during the pregnancy.
Yes.
Because they kill their mom. They don't get separated at birth. They get separated at like
12?
Adolescence.
Yeah,
so
like middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, middle school. They're homeschooled. So there's one doctor that knows about this, and the dad basically would have disowned both of them. But now that the one's normal, he wants to save that one. Screw Belial, which I think the name's only said once in this movie. I think it's in the flashback. The brother calls him Belial. And so there's a doctor that's trying to help the dad, and these are the only people he can find. One's kind of a doctor because Dwayne goes to his practice.
He goes to his practice. He's some sort of a GP.
Yeah, the main one is a woman, and she's a freaking veterinarian. It's like, I was happily re-surprised about finding something I totally forgot about in this movie. I really did smile quite big because this is also a dark comedy.
Yeah, sure. Her last name is Cutter.
Yeah.
And she does the cutting.
The Foley work for being low budget is gross and amazing at the same time. And I'm just her using 27 scalpels to cut through Belial to get into there. Belial eating in this movie is the grossest sounding thing ever.
Yeah, and there's one point where he goes and gets him a bag full of burgers, and he at the start he unwraps them and then feeds them to him. But then by the end of it, he just dumps the bag in there with the aluminum foil and everything. And I'm like, well, what's the point of taking it out in the first place? That's just extra food for him.
I think that's the buildup of that was great because he even takes the bun off the first one,
the very first
and
one,
drops the patty. So you're like, oh, okay. Then he gives him the whole burger, the second one, and Belial throws the bun out. So you're like, okay. But then, like you said, Anna, he just dumps this entire like 20 some odd burgers into Belial's basket. Dude, oh my God. I have such fond memories of this movie, man, because of the impact. Like Pete said, this is my kind of horror movie. I love little creature stop motion. This is like The Gate, this is like all those, like just this weird shit, but it's so charming at the same time. Like, Belial pops up for the first time and Jackie just goes, wow. Okay, that's because she's already put it together. Like they they're not really high. They're
on a revenge tour, is what they're doing.
I was able to get the movie started with her not paying attention because I get it. This movie's been out since '82, but Belial's on the cover and it's on the main screen. And
I did know what he looked like. Yeah, I knew that.
Yes, I was trying to hide that because I asked her. I said, "Have you ever seen Basket Case?" She goes, "I don't think so." So this whole time she's put together that he was a conjoined twin. Not on him anymore, but she didn't know what he looked like. And then that first, like him popping his head up out of that thing, it's just like, oh, okay, that's what we're working with here. And it's just so awesome. Like, I knew this movie was rough, but I kind of want to know what my kids' reactions to Belial would be whenever he pops up out of that basket the first time. So it's like, we should watch Muppets first and then watch Basket Case right after.
What a double feature.
That's wrong parenting. Don't do that, people. Don't do that.
The actor that played Bradley was the head sculpt for Belial.
Yes.
Which I thought that was awesome, as well as the Foley. Dwayne did all the Foley for Belial eating and screaming and roaring and things like that. And it's gold. I cannot emphasize how wonderful the Foley is in this. We've already talked about it, and I just
but it's awesome. But you brought it up real quick. Belial's scream. It still sends a chill up my fucking spine. Like, not many things really get to me, but that, like, it's almost like he's screaming inward, like he's drawing air into his lungs and screaming is how it sounds. It's so unnatural. And it's like, I would love to find out that they actually had what I would try to do if I was to try to recreate it. Scream normally, but then play the track backwards. That's kind of what it feels like with Belial's scream whenever he's mad. But still, that scream, you could play that in the middle of the night. I'd fucking stand right up. Like I not much. Like I said last time, I ain't scared of fucking clowns, but if Belial's scream starts playing in the dark, I'm standing up. I got an axe in my hand.
Dude, I wish we could find a way to fucking scare him, Pete. I wish we could plan something. Some clowns
figure it out.
and Belial screaming.
I have warned people before that if someone got funny to send, you could send a clown to scare someone. You better make sure they are insured, because I'm not responsible for what I do to that motherfucker. Okay, it's the
But
rules
he's not
are
scared
done.
of him, y'all. He's not scared.
I'm not, but I'm not saying I'm not going to go fuck them. When those idiots were out like that during the pandemic, where they were just driving,
that was so
fuck no
levels of
dude.
wrong.
That's it. My gas pedal's going down harder.
People
and
got
I'm
guns,
going for you. I'm not fucking around with this. But no, the Belial scream, I had kind of forgot what it sounded like. I knew he did. I knew he lost his shit in that one scene, but I heard that, and it was so hard to describe how I felt internally, because it was like, oh my God, that just feels wrong and unnatural. And they nailed it. Like this movie. I forgot how much I really actually loved this movie for its rawness, for its nastiness, for just everything it did. It's so much so that I watched an hour of part 2 last night because it played right after Tubi. And I went, this is still kind of good, but they cleaned up his model. He feels faker. Now they only use the rubber one once in a while, but I did smile, my biggest smile at the beginning, because it said presented by Lloyd Kaufman and something else. They picked up the rights to distribute it through Troma.
Thank you.
So I was like, this feels like a Troma deal. So I was so happy when 2 played, and it's like distributed by Lloyd Kaufman and whoever else he was partnered up with at the time. And I went, thank you, Uncle Lloyd. Thank you for getting the world to know about Belial out here in part 2. But
you can find the commentary track from Arrow on YouTube.
I need to get the Arrow copy. I think I want to buy the movie now.
Get the Arrow copy for sure, but I in lieu of having purchased that, I was able to listen to it on. It's pretty good soundtrack commentary. I'd
be interested in listening.
The director was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's worth a listen if you're into it. When he first gets to New York and checks into his hotel, this cast of characters is so wonderful. Like, it's exactly what you would expect in the red light district of New York City in 1982, because the supers, or the guy running the tenement or whatever the hell
he was my favorite in the whole movie.
Isn't he great?
I love him.
He's like Carl Danny DeVito.
You mean Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Because that's all I could picture.
Hey,
Miwad, come here, Miwad. What are you doing over there? Get away from my car.
He's just fed up with this new guy that's come into room 7 and whatever the fuck kind of ruckus he's causing up there, and he's trying to keep the peace. Like, he's sleazy, but in a respectable way.
He seems to be a little. He does see the money when they have to get into Dwayne's room. He does see the money at one point and lets it go. He walks away.
Yeah,
but the drunk comes back to get it. And then the drunk gets it.
The super looks like a stereotypical sleazeball, but he's not. And I like Anna said, I really like that. He is one of my second or not favorite secondary characters
Right,
in this movie, because he's like, all right, people, get out of here, get out, go back to your rooms, get out of here,
Like when
nothing to see.
when the women start screaming, he's flipping the thing up and running up the stairs, telling people to move. I really liked him. I was like, okay, this could have gone a totally different way, and it didn't.
I liked him, and I like the escort next door,
Casey.
Oh yes, I liked her too.
She's a
magical.
trip.
Can I say
I want to
something real
hang out
quick?
with that gal.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to know what, because this just baffled me. She took her underwear off to go to sleep,
Yeah.
but she didn't take her shirt off.
Yeah.
I was
mean,
like,
that,
now I feel like it would be the opposite. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you're going to sleep without your top, but leave your undies on. Because once that happened, I thought things were going to get real weird. I was like, why is she taking her panties off and not her shirt? Oh, Lord.
They really linger on that. She's wiggling out of it.
They do. And that, to me, is effective. Because you're thinking something almost does.
You're starting to scratch.
He just moves the pillow back and he's there.
It's like, wah!
I was like, where's he at? And then I see his hand behind the pillow and I just started laughing.
Oh, God. But Belial, for just being a rubber puppet that barely has any articulation, moving arms and a face, it's effective. Like and then whenever the close-ups of his actual like prosthetic one, he's expressive as shit. Like, I mean, you can tell basically what he's thinking because he doesn't ever really talk. I think later in the series they give him.
Does he have actual words?
I think they let him talk like words once in a while. Dude, part 3, he's a dad. And I forget how many little Belials are running around.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I got to watch it.
This should have been a one and done kind of thing.
I tend to agree with you, Anna. I really do. Because the way it ends, this movie ends perfectly. It's tragic and it should have stopped. And I feel like Frank intended it. Well, hell, Frank never intended anyone to really see this movie.
Right.
He's still shocked that he's like, I'm a what? You want me to do who? What? Not what?
Arrow.
No.
Like, Arrow? What?
He's still kind of dumbfounded by, especially whenever the museum, because he had the 16mm print that they did the redo on, and he's still just kind of like, the fuck. Like, you guys watched the movie, right? You know,
are you sure you've got the right guy?
Hold on. I know my name almost says Frankenhooker, but no, it's a different name here.
That's right.
Oh, fun fact: if you ever watch Brain Damage again, Dwayne is in the background in one of the shots carrying the basket.
The basket case basket?
Yeah.
The basket? No way. Okay, now I'm gonna have to because I did love that movie.
If I remember correct, it's the actor too that plays Dwayne. He does
that's great.
Because Dwayne, he's in all 3. I was like, they brought him back because I love Dwayne in this movie.
Yeah.
He's quirky. He's got a good acting, but man, he can turn. I don't know if I want to say sinister, but that switch he flips when it's time to do the killing, when letting Belial loose.
Yeah, when he's panicking about his brother, like his brother might get discovered or found out or whatever. Yeah, he goes into I'm going to save my sister mode or something.
Yeah, he flips that switch, man. That says a lot for Dwayne. This is not an easy role because he's doing most of everything himself. He's talking to Belial because they have a psychic connection, we find out in this movie. So they start out beautifully where he's like, you're going to pace the room all night, and it's just the camera on the floor moving back and forth between the bedpost. And I love, this is one of my favorite things of that interaction is he's talking to him and the camera kind of goes to the other side, like Belial's trying not to look him in the eye, and Dwayne moves his whole head to the other side. Like, look at me. Yeah, look at me, motherfucker. I was like, I love that. Like, just these little quirks and these little filmmaking tricks are selling me that there's a little blob of flesh pacing back and forth on the floor, and he's talking to him in his brain. And it's like, this is so effective. And
you got to get creative when you don't got no money, right? And so instead of animating this and making it look cheesy, you just POV it.
You POV it, and then they do stop motion, but they do it selectively.
Yeah, just here and there.
here and there, and it works. I do laugh still whenever he throws his fit in the bedroom and he grabs the drawer and throws it across the room, and it's like already halfway apart. But I'm also like, that would really be kind of hard to do. Like in all reality, the practicality of making him lose his shit, I still crack up because he gets into the backpack and they're carrying this file that has the blood spray from the first kill. And you think he's like looking for something, but then the camera pans to the wall and you just see papers go up in the air.
He's just having a little tantrum.
Yeah, he's having a hissy fit.
Just cracks me up. I'm like, I wanted to be, it's like, the Evil Dead where they're throwing shit, hitting Bruce Campbell in the face, and you find out that it's Sam Raimi throwing it. There's guys all around this apartment just, all right, throw papers. And it just goes
all the people behind the camera had to have a ball because they're squirting with practically garden hoses of blood on these people who are getting killed. It's so funny. You could just see them with a squirt bottle, squirt, and just it's getting in their mouths and their eyes and their ears.
And this movie's gory.
It's gory. It's bloody.
It's bloody. I wouldn't.
The one guy does get his stomach ripped open, but
he gets ripped in half.
Yeah,
that one guy.
Right. In half. Right. I did like that shot because we see his feet 1st. I'm froze. I just clicked.
Did you blink?
I didn't blink, but I saw the notification come up, literally for like 2 seconds.
Okay, we'll see if it
remember
pops
where
up
you are,
online.
and we'll hit it.
Yeah, we're at the body torso being ripped.
Okay,
so we're good.
It's a trying to reconnect, and it said success. It was literally like on, off, on, like that quick.
Could have been something because I haven't got a notification yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen.
I didn't blink. My picture didn't.
I was gonna say I didn't see you blink. All of a sudden you just did that. If you wanna,
we can keep going. If you're not getting a notification, we can keep going.
I haven't gotten a notification, so
okay.
Just you can wanted to start back over with the body being ripped in half, so you can do that.
So what tickled me in that scene is that we start with his feet, and then it pans up, but then you see like an arm too before you see that it's like a body split in half. So I was like, who else was there with him that died? And I was, okay. He got ripped in half. That makes more sense.
Same thought process I had too, because I was like, there wasn't anyone else in that room. And then you're like, that's only half of him.
Yeah, that's why.
Now I get it.
So, but I also love in that scene because you don't know what he claws everyone's face. And I like, it's bloody, like Pete said. But that one shot before you see the aftermath, you see his hands going for the guy's stomach, and you hear the sound because the camera starts panning up. So they're giving a little bit of, let your imagination run, but then they're like, nah, we're going to show you what the fuck happened. And he is everywhere in pieces. But yeah, this was, and I don't think I remembered how bloody it was, but I was like, this is
real bloody. There's gallons of blood.
The one that I'm like, come on, guys, you went this far and you kind of flubbed the finale of it, even though foreshadowing, this may be what I pick, but the dad flashback where
hilarious. You talk about dark comedy.
The
that
feet,
was hilarious.
the feet got me at the end when they went like this. I was like, nah.
This Rube Goldberg contraption that they built. First off, this is not a dad that I am ever led to believe that has construction tools in the basement. You hear a saw, hammers, he hires a guy. He hires me.
What's the job? You show up. What's the job?
What's the job? I'll do the job. But he goes down in this basement and they have Dwayne and Belial have worked together and built this ramp.
Really
and
quick.
You see this, I don't have a saw this big, saw blade spitting with like hedge trimmers and rakes pointed out, and it runs down. The dad Looney Tune stands in front of this ramp.
This is a saw that you tie a girl up on a log and send her.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what you know what this is? It's the contraption Nate builds when he's doing his Mad Max bullshit in the backyard.
That's totally it.
What it is.
This, like Pete said, this is when you're waiting for Dudley Do Right to come running in.
Yeah.
But because I'm smiling this whole time, and the dad's like, ah, like Austin Powers and the guy with the steamroller, and this thing comes flying down, and the POV is at the feet, and then you just have legs that fall the opposite of each other, and I'm like, I love it, guys. Why did no one think to have a bucket of blood right there, ready to go? So as soon as the feet fell,
It went
dump blood
in between
Just-
them. Yeah.
It's red paint, anything just to show that blood fell. That to me would have been the chef's kiss on a perfect kill in this movie, because it's still probably my favorite, everybody, but I did love the setup. They drag it out too. They drag out the dad going downstairs. Like the surgery has just happened. They throw Belial away in a trash bag in the alleyway. And you're just like, wow, this guy he gives zero fucks about, because he's like, I don't care if it's alive. I don't give a shit. If we can save the good one, let's save the good
Save
one.
the normal one.
Yeah. That doctor trying to stab Belial with the antiseptic, he like gets 3 shots in there. Belial's like, and just fucking falls. And you hear the thud of his head just boom, and he falls down. Dark comedy. Like, it shouldn't be funny, but I'm laughing my ass off during this thing.
Yeah, don't take this seriously. This is a lot of comedic.
I think he said, if it's not going to be scary, I'm going to make it funny.
Yeah.
And if it's not gross, I'm going to make it fun. You know, that's his thought process. If I can't make this particular part work, I'm going to make it funny then. And I'm like, you know what you're doing. I've seen many other people try that and fail.
Yeah, miserably.
Horribly, where it's like, you put 2 jokes in this movie and now you're calling it a dark comedy. Like, that's not how you do this.
Oh, that sounds like Weapons.
I still haven't watched it, but now I'm curious on how badly someone did this.
You'll probably like it, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm pretty picky when it even comes to that kind of stuff. This is my jam. Does it have a rubber monster running around killing everybody? Because that's what I want to happen in my horror movies. I have a type now. I can handle slashers. I can handle certain other things, but if you put a fucking rubber monster in the movie, I'm in. I am in. Let's do it. I'm here for it. I love it to death. What do you say we hit a commercial? We ready for a commercial?
Yep,
perfect.
ready.
Let's do it.
You're watching the USA Network.
Geeks with beards.
Do you like action? How about a little comedy? Join the Geeks with Beards podcast. When I ask the question, why do people like Magneto?
What the beep?
We cover all the eras. Golden, silver, bronze, and modern.
Then you need to check out the Geeks with Beards podcast. Available on all streaming sites right now. Geeks with Beards.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Nightmares.
So we talked a little about the actors and their skill sets. And they're not good, folks. However, I will give a lot of credit to Dwayne. I really thought he gave a sympathetic performance. Like, I really
100%.
felt bad for the kid. He was a little whiny here and there, but he was both charming and sympathetic, and hell, even Belial was sympathetic. They had been wronged to a degree that turned them insane. Both of them. They went on a murder spree to enact revenge on their separation. And I just, at the end, when you see them both dead, it's a little sad. And I was like, what is wrong with me? This is a stupid rubber monster movie, and I feel a little sad at the end that they both died. They got their revenge, and as we know from revenge movies, rarely is there a happy ending at the end of a revenge movie.
I wish we would have gotten more time with them and the aunt, because I think I think her death is what triggered them into becoming what they were. She kept whatever that was at bay with a mother's love for all those years, and actually cared about them both and not just Dwayne. So,
you nailed that. Yeah.
So her dying really is kind of what broke the camel's back, and they were like, "Fuck this world, we're killing them all.
We're gonna find them. We're gonna kill them all."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you find out that through all this that it's Belial's plan. Belial is the one that wants to take revenge on the doctors that took him away from his brother. Like that was this movie basically is neither of them asked for this. The dad demanded it. So they feel like a piece of them is gone. They go as far as to say that, like, yeah, I've lost a piece of me and I miss him, but I also hate him for now that Dwayne's free, because we haven't even talked about her. Susan, the woman he meets in New York and kind of becomes infatuated with her, and it's mutual, reciprocation. He gets a taste of a life without Belial. Yeah. And even though he's still dedicated to his brother's still the most important thing. That date that they have, boy, he tasted it. Not just the kiss. Even Jackie's like, who kisses like that? Who kisses like that?
And he mentions later, like, you got to do this to the first girl I ever kissed. Homie, that is not the first girl you have ever kissed. Nobody who kisses somebody for the first time kisses that way.
No.
That's experience. So, yeah, I was like,
that's
all right,
excessive.
Dwayne, I see you. Good Lord.
He's got some talent.
That's it. It wasn't just her leading the way, because she did say, of all the guys I have dated, there's something different about you.
She was not wrong.
She's not wrong. But I like her. She plays this nice, sweet character.
She was sweet. I just liked all the characters.
There's even the shitty character, the drunk guy.
Yeah.
He plays it well. Like there's no bad characters in this movie, and they're novice actors. So I'm not even going to say bad actors. This is what they could afford. People doing their best. And honestly, they're kind of just being themselves for the most part. And it works. It felt real. It really did. Like, yeah, you could go, oh, they're all stereotypes. Well, there's a reason there's a stereotype. This was filmed in 1982.
Right.
Some of those extras probably lived in that building.
Yeah, they probably did.
Drunk. Here's the black guy. Here's the nosy neighbor. The cowboy.
You imagine how, like, they show Belial being like almost superhumanly strong.
Yes.
So he tears down that steel door and everything. They never dive into it, but I guarantee Dwayne's pretty fucking buff.
Yeah,
he carries this basket.
We did
everywhere.
See all of Dwayne, so we can
but you don't have to be cut to be strong.
Correct.
But he has been packing Belial everywhere.
And he's been eating a bunch of burgers, so that will pack on the
protein.
Pounds.
There you go. Got some protein, doing all that. But yeah, I was just like, I don't like picturing him as this frail wisp of a man. I'm like, Belial's probably 50 pounds, maybe a little bit more, because he's muscle and everything else inside of him. Muscle, bone, one bone in particular.
He's got that Hulk strength.
He does. I mean, he tears that door down, makes that awful rag, and it's like crunched in. He did it on purpose too, because he wants the doctor to come out and see it, but it's also like, dude, you went a little much.
And you got to think too, he doesn't have the benefit of lifting with your legs, so it's all arm strength. Like that's
every bit of it.
That's hard, yo.
He doesn't have a lower back to fuck up, so you can lift with your arms.
He's a low center of gravity.
That's right.
Gravity. You just boom, there he is.
Yeah.
He launches people. It works. I mean, you're going to suspend disbelief in this movie anyway, but everything he does, I'm buying. The one thing that is also like, how did he hide in the toilet? It's hilarious, but how did that giant mass of muscle fit in the fucking toilet.
It's a clog.
It's just Ed would love it. It just reminds you of Ghoulies immediately.
That just went through my head, Charlie. I was like, I'm thinking of Ghoulies.
Those little guys, I get it. They could fit. Belial, he's bigger than the toilet in some scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
That motherfucker fit right down into the pipes. Everything. But it's hilarious because they're like, where the fuck did he go? Like, he hid.
That's
You're expecting
funny.
be
That
up in
cracks
the
me.
ceiling, drop down or something. No, he's like all of a sudden the toilet lid flies up and his hand sticks out like, what's up? I'm over here.
I'm right here. Yeah, that
Give me
cracks
a
me up
hand.
whenever they're like, where'd he go? He just disappears like scurries
He's the
away.
Batman of Belial. Just turn around. I hate when he does that. Just disappears. He's gone. Can climb out a window like he's Spider-Man. Just gone. I was waiting for the when he kills the one doctor because Dwayne's like, we need the address book. We need the address book. For some reason, I was expecting Belial to come out the window and down into the alley, and he's like, did you do it? He's like, yeah. Did you get the address book? Fuck. And then all of a sudden Belial would have to climb back up. That would have been some great comedy right there. But you know, he's got also Rolodexes. Like, I remember Rolodexes, but I was just like, damn, this 82 it came out, so 81, 80 they're filming this. Like, damn. I'm like little baby Charlie running around, not knowing what the world's prepared for me when I'm about 14 or 15.
You're like your own little Belial running around.
I am. I was my own little Belial running around. I had a diaper though. He didn't. They never discussed that either. Do you hover him over the toilet?
How does that work? He's got to poop all those burgers out.
Right. The basket's really clean. I'm just saying.
And can we talk about the lock on this basket? How, like, as strong as Belial is, that little fucker could just poof, like punch up and be free.
I think it was more for passerbys than it was ever for Belial, is my thought process.
That's fair, yeah.
Because they fuck up that dude in the bathroom that steals the basket, and he kicks that lock right off. So the lock in a wicker basket is just ineffectual. Just goes to show you that anything involving wicker is not good.
That
Pete.
wrong. The original's good. The original's good, yeah.
It fucks that dude up in that bathroom. And I'm fully expecting that guy to have been killed. That guy gets away pretty much just a couple scratches on his face. He's not even killed in this movie. But yeah, so Sharon, going back to her, I think it's Sharon or Susan. What the fuck was her name? I can't remember.
I think it was Susan.
Sharon. I got it. Terry. Oh, her real name is Terry Susan Smith, and she's playing Sharon. So we're both right. It works. But I like her. She gets involved with Dwayne. Dwayne loses focus because Belial gets in his head. And then Dwayne pushes her away. And if she'd have just walked away, she'd have been fine. It's like, okay, this guy's psycho. I don't need to fool with it. But she goes back, and they get that emotional moment again in the bedroom. And Belial flips his shit, and she sees Belial sees her, looks at me, and I look at them. That's what you're seeing from those clips. And she fucking leaves. I forgot about this scene.
Me too. I even messaged Charlie and went,
you messaged me, but I forgot about how it led up with Dwayne passes out basically just from everything happening. Belial's eyes turned orange, and I went, I don't remember this part. Like, why is his eyes turning orange? And I totally forgot that he basically somehow uses Dwayne's memories to find
where
Sharon.
She lives. Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like Dwayne running naked through New York, which they said they did that legitimately. They did it at night. They sent a couple of crew members to make sure there was nothing on the sidewalk that were going to hurt him. It was
easy.
Blue cold, no permits, and he would run a block. So they'd have a van warmed up and a van at the end of the block warmed up. He would run that block and he'd jump in the other van, and they did that like 5 or 6 times to get all the shots they needed in one night. the actor for Dwayne was like, "This sounds awesome. Let's do it." So it's like, okay, not twisting his arm saying, "No, we have to do this." But Belial goes to Sharon's apartment, and this is when I went, "Oh yeah, I remember what Pete was talking about," because I remembered the naked part. I was a teenager. We all remember this naked part, and you're like, "Okay, he's copping a feel." Got on top of her.
He sure did.
Oh, she woke up. Okay. She's awake now. Strangles her. Okay. Kind of a tame kill. Oh, for the most part.
He was
starts.
Gentle with her. Never mind.
It starts where she's asleep, but Belial chokes her out. Like she's choked out.
Not in the good way.
Not in the good way. Dwayne has woken up in this because he's realized what Belial's doing, and he bolts because he knows where she's at. Dude, when that door opens, I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot about this part." Like I knew something happened. I remembered it was a pretty graphic scene, but I forgot exactly how squishy it was.
Squishy and sticky.
And also trying to figure out how the fuck does that work? But you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. He does have kids later in the series, so
something's going
I don't
on
know
down there.
But yeah, there for those that maybe haven't seen it and you don't care and you're listening to us, there is a grape scene in this. And Jackie goes, "He graped her?" I'm like,
"No."
Yeah, sorry. And that's a shocking moment right here at the end. And you're like, "Oh fuck, what is it?" But now it leads into him and Belial. Dwayne's in full breakdown mode. Belial's losing his shit. Everyone in the apartment complex, because he runs up to back to his room, they're all around the door. This is the most chaotic ending of a movie.
People are screaming. Dwayne and Belial are screaming at each other. Dwayne is saying all the right things, like, "She was mine. She was the most perfect thing for me.
She was innocent.
She was innocent." And you kind of think that Belial's sort of saying, "Sorry, I can't experience life as you do."
Well, you're thinking that, but also I think Belial's going, "She was going to take you from me.
Yeah,
you're my brother. You're supposed, you're going to abandon me. You're gonna leave me in the basket.
Is done. What do you need me for?
Nobody else can have you but me."
But the door opens. Everyone witnesses Belial in his full glory, and Belial lunges at Dwayne, and they fall out that window. And you're like, "Oh fuck, they fell out the building." But man, when that camera pans outside and you see Belial hanging onto this neon sign that I love that they've shown in the movie.
I loved that too. That it felt like a sitcom in a way. Like, after a commercial break, you get the outside of Cheers and
exactly.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I like this. Is a nice little touch.
Yeah, but then you see Belial and he's hanging on. And you're like, "Oh, Belial survived," but Belial still has a hold of Dwayne, but not by the hand. He has got Dwayne by the neck. And so he's choking him. Yeah. But you have to look at this is kind of like a no-win scenario. Belial, I don't think, is actually trying to choke Dwayne at this point.
But save him.
If he lets go, Dwayne's going to fall and die. Dwayne can't reach up and grab Belial any other way because he's trying to get air. So he's trying to get the hand to loosen a little bit. Also, probably not realizing that he's dangling however many stories above the ground.
Yeah.
So they're like in a death throw. Like there's a no-win scenario in this. And then Belial, ends up having to let go. It's too much weight, and they fucking fall on the sidewalk in front of everybody, and it's just bodies laying in blood.
Fall perfectly as if they had just been.
I pointed that out to Jackie.
Yeah.
I said, "Look, he's back on the correct side of where he was removed from." And Anna, you're 100% right. Basket Case should have ended right there with no sequels. I mean, part 2's fun. It gets a little zany. It's still pretty bloody. Part 3 shouldn't have happened.
I probably won't watch the other ones.
Oh, I'm totally.
I don't think you need to. I mean, if you've ever seen, like, they go to a woman knows of Belial because she knew the aunt. She runs a freak, what would you call it? House.
Not asylum is not the right word.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
it's
a sanctuary. So yeah, there's this lady that runs. It's like a freak sanctuary. You find out she had a child that died shortly after being born, and it had a deformity. So she became like this savior, and it leads it up to where she's giving the aunt advice on how to deal with Belial and stuff during their growing up. So she sees everything that happens on the news. The movie literally starts with Dwayne and Belial being loaded up on 2 ambulances. Dwayne's head's wrapped up in the biggest fucking bandage you've ever seen. Belial's over on the other side still doing that. But, and Belial takes over Dwayne's body and they escape the hospital. Dwayne has no idea what's going on. Like, they get into some weird shit. And then all the other freaks look like rejects from what was that movie where there's an underground of monsters? Dustin loves
Nightbreed.
It looks like rejects from Nightbreed. One guy literally looks like the crescent moon turned sideways. Like his face goes all the way around like
Mac
this.
the Knife.
Mac the Knife. Another guy has teeth coming out that are about a foot long, and they go almost like a xylophone up the side of his head. Like, it gets batshit crazy. And there's a female Belial, which is how we get baby Belials later. So, not really saying anyone needs to go watch those movies. You can stop at Basket Case. Yeah. I definitely think you need to. I'm an hour in on part 2 on my rewatch, and I'm going to finish it. Part 3 is just going to be out of pure morbid curiosity, but I did read they dialed back the gore dramatically on part 3 because the studio wanted it less gory. And I went, stupid studio. Have you seen the first 2? Why less gore? More. Always more is the answer. Speaking of which, let's get into the thing.
Let's do it.
So I did the count, and then I went and looked it up to always double check myself, and I was off by 1. And I was like, "How the fuck?" I was like, "He didn't kill the guy in the restroom." I'm like, and I'm counting the dad because it's a flashback, but we see it. So I'm like, I have to count that.
What about the aunt? No,
the aunt. She dies, and they're at her funeral, and she is dead. And I went, "Yeah, okay, sure." I'm gonna. So as I was coming up with 6, but it's actually 7. So 7 people die in this movie, and I was like, you know what? Fair. It's one of the few times I'll agree with the other people that they'll count some weird shit. I was like, I really did forget that they show the aunt in the flashback dying, being in the casket for the funeral. So I was like, okay, that works for me. Out of 7, well, 6. We're not going to count the aunt as our favorite, but let's pick our favorite kill of the week.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
All right. So, Anna, give me your favorite of Basket Case.
It's the one guy, the doctor with the body split in half. Yeah. Just because the reveal cracked me, because I really did think, I was like, who else did he kill? And I'm like, oh, it's the same body. I like this. So, yeah. That was my fave. Also, honorable mention, I really did like when the guy that his mind was on that money. I'm really glad the Belial got him too.
That was a good comeuppance.
Kept thinking about that wad of money. It's like, you're about to find something else other than just wad of money.
And I feel it added to the tension that Belial finally killed someone in the hotel. So because they lead up to it being the escort girl, but they don't. He gets away from it. Also, her and Dwayne getting drunk at the bar.
Yeah,
that is just so. The Dwayne's like, it's in a basket. This is my brother.
just cracking each other up,
drunk,
howling with laughter. The two of them.
I want to know. I want to believe they were drinking during that scene because fake drunk is fake drunk. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to pull off faking being drunk. That felt kind of real. That felt kind of like we had a few. Let's film it now and let's go.
Are you ready? How many did you have? Go. Charlie, what is your favorite? Did you tip your hat? Tell us in advance.
I was sitting here. I'm glad Anna picked the rip in half because I think that's the bloodiest and goriest one. But it's the complication, the lead up, and honestly, my only complaint is I just wanted a bucket of blood drop, but it's the dad getting cut in half by a saw that 2 12-year-old kids built. It's straight up 1.5 kids.
Hey,
Belial's using that saw.
You know what I think they did? I was thinking earlier. So maybe this was the very last part they shot because they could not figure out how they were going to make that saw work. And then they finally were just like, you know what? We're just going to put everything we've got on the set together. And then, well, you know what? We need some blood. We need some pain or gore or something. We don't have any more money. I'm sorry.
We're out.
This is the last day of shooting. We have 2 hours to do this, but we have to work with what we got. That's what
I 100% think you're probably way more accurate than you're even giving yourself credit for. I really feel like that's probably it. This was either everyone had an idea for a kill and they went, fuck it, everyone's involved and put it all on the sled. Or they literally went in someone's tool shed and went, what do we got? Yep. They commandoed this at the end. There's a saw blade. There's an axe handle. But I love the creativity of it. It's also a nice, I don't want to say break because I like how Belial kills people, but it's a nice change of how someone dies in this movie. And they went for it. Do I wish there was a nice splat of blood falling directly between the legs? Yes. A couple of sausage links falling down. Yes. That would have just chef's kissed it. But I still think it's my favorite because you're not expecting it if you've never seen this movie. You know, you're just like, the fuck are they doing? And it's 12-year-old kids that grew up watching Bugs Bunny. That's exactly what that shit is right there. Or Dudley Do-Right, like Pete was trying to remember. But Pete, what about you, brother? What is your favorite kill of Basket
Dr. Cutter, her death was brutal. Like everyone's been killed pretty brutally, but they lingered on her death just forever. Like you've got Belial's got his hand in her mouth and she's choking on it.
Yeah, that and then her face too, like when all the scalpels are sticking out. She kind of looked like the guy from Hellraiser.
Yeah,
like Pinhead. Like when the human has all the hooks in
Frank.
his face.
Oh,
and he's stretched. His face kind of also looked a little bigger, or hers did. And then with those in it, it looked, kind of like Hellraiser.
1980s were a wild time when you have a box of or a drawer, an open drawer of sharps.
Open drawer of scalpels.
Scalpels and needles and just
let me shove my hand in there and I'll be fine.
Slam dunks her face into this drawer and she comes up with every
and they drag it out like you get those cuts to the twin, which I love all the little twin nods in this movie. Like I think it's the drunk guy that Belial kills. If you look in his apartment when they find him, there's like a pinup poster behind it, and it's
do you know who
twins.
Those gals are? Because
they're legit twins from
twins, and they were Hammer Horror gals. They were in Twins of Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're actually legit ones.
Put a pin in that movie, folks.
Oh my God.
Because February's coming.
But then you have these twin nurses, but they're trying to get the door open. Belial's already gone, but Dr. Cutter's still technically alive. And you get that reveal. It looks like Beetlejuice, but you see the front, where the snakes pop out of his face, but you see it from behind. Now it's like the front. For a cheap, no budget movie, this appliance looks fucking great.
It's great. It's so good.
I mean, you can tell like the eyes are sunk in, so it's on her face like this, but I didn't care. Nope. It hurt, like you said, Pete, it's drawn out. Like she's the main offender. She's the main one.
She's the one that did the cutting.
Yeah. And she was heartless about it. She's like, fuck it. We're just going to get in
she's
here.
She's hacking away at it. Just hacking away.
I was waiting for her to get an axe. Like, this is a real tough one. Let's just pull out the bone saw or some shit, start just sawing back and forth. Bone saw's ready. All right, good kills. Let's rate this bad boy.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
All right, it's time to rate it. Let's go with Charlie.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. I've actually been thinking about this because if I go strictly off nostalgia, it's a 10 all day. You know what I mean? Like if I'm just like the enjoyment I had, the fun I had, what I remembered, it still held up. It was a 10. My real scale, I'm still high. I'm going to give it a 9. This is my jam. I love little creature features like this, and God damn it, independent horror guys, watch Basket Case, study Frank's other movies. You ain't got to get fucking fancy. You're not Roman Polanski. You're not all these other guys that can get real deep and dark with meaning. Just give us some fucking gore and some funny shit to laugh at with our friends. And then one day you'll be in the, Museum of Modern Art, It's not that hard. They did it. You can do it too. Just try harder less. Does that make sense? Try harder less. That's me.
All right, Anna, what you got for us?
I think I'm going to give it a 6.5. Because
okay.
it was good. I had fun with it, but I think it's my least favorite of the 3 Hen Lauders I've seen.
Okay.
But there was a lot about it that was great. I really appreciated all the people, how different all the people were in the apartment complex. And I really liked when at the end of every day and all the chaos that happened, we kind of went back there. And as the movie goes along, all these tenants are starting to figure out that something's up with this new guy. And so they're kind of starting to piece their own pieces together while we're doing the same thing. And we actually are in on the joke. But yeah, I really liked it. I think what would have made Bilal a little more entertaining for me would have had him talk, like if he talked.
I can see that.
He could actually have a conversation that we could hear and not just hear Dwayne replying to what he's hearing him say in his head. But yeah, I'm glad I finally watched it. It's an 80s movie I haven't seen, one I've heard about, so I can check it off the list. Thank you, Pete. Captain.
I definitely think this is one, if you haven't seen, you got to at least watch it once.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Jackie watched it the one time. I never really asked her if she liked it. I think she's probably along your lines, Anna. She's like, I get what they did. It worked. It had its moments, but it's just not her flavor. So it's, Jackie knows who she married. Charlie likes this goofy, weird shit. So she's probably like, you like it. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, right.
Don't make me hurt your feelings.
That you like it. Yes.
Exactly. Pete, brother, you brought this. It's your first. It's our first episode of Month of Horror.
Bad.
And we just came off of Pete's birthday, but yet you got the first pick because of how we were lining everything up for this month.
It landed, yeah.
But what are you going to rate Basket Case?
I like what you said, that it's a 9, Charlie, but nostalgia, oh my God, it's a merciless mistress, and it's a 10. I love this movie. Probably would have been like an 8.5 or a 9, but because it gives me all the warm fuzzies of memories of watching this back in high school and how I got it, where I found it, grabbed it off the shelf. I knew nothing about it. I didn't see a trailer for this thing.
No trailers.
No, I just went by the cover, and that's, boy, we got it. I really liked our Tubi Files show where we just talked about.
We did
covers.
all the movie. Yeah. The slip covers. Yeah.
Boy, I enjoyed that. And that's what this movie was. I just pulled it off the shelf. I'm like, I don't know. Read the back. Gimme. And yeah, it's a 10. Love it. Just love it.
I don't even know if we read the back. I think we turned it over, went R-rated, get it, put it, grab it, put it in the stack. Because that's my best memory about this, is just remembering your first horror movies. You can not there's a lot of people that don't. They're like, I don't know what the first one I ever watched. I happen to, and I also remember the ones that stuck with me. And a lot of them were with Ben, and me and him just chilling out because his parents didn't give a fuck. It's like, what are they home? Are they just watching movies? Then they're safe.
Sounds like
Let
me.
Let them watch whatever the
No,
fuck they want. Yeah. My dad is like that, but my mom is the other end, the whole other end of that spectrum where it's
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. You've always got the one parent that's this way and the other that's like, hide and sneak it,
Ben got both. Like his mom and dad, they love me to death, and it's like, what, you guys want pizza? We'll go get pizza. What'd you guys pick up? We got this, and this. And I'm pretty sure his dad would watch some of them with us.
Tell your mom.
But his mom would be sitting there and she'd watch like part of it. She goes, yep, not for me. And just go to the other room.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
But, didn't care. And that's the nostalgia of it that I crave and I love. And that is, like Pete started the show with, that's the give me back. Like it's rare to find movies now that have that kind of sticking power with me. There's some good movies out there, but just the ones that stick with you, that is just ingrained in your core for the rest of your life. It's like, I don't know if kids get that anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's not part of their world building, I guess, anymore.
I think it just depends if you care about movies. The parents do. You know what I mean?
I think that. And they're watching shit on this. Now this is the replacement of the television in the middle of the living room. I'm guilty of it. Don't think I'm sitting here grandstanding that I'm the greatest parent on the world. There's times when I look up from my own phone going, everybody's watching their own goddamn screen right now. What the fuck is going on? The television, and the television's either off or on something completely just random. No one's paying attention to
background noise. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to keep reminding myself to implement the movie night, the family movie night.
Yeah.
Everybody put your shit away. We're going to watch a movie. Let's have some fun. Cause I can't afford to take all our asses to the theater anymore.
Fuck
I
no.
tell you that right now.
You got a big family. I can barely afford to take me and Marley.
Right.
Yeah. Like we can all go, but you're not getting popcorn. Okay.
Exactly.
You're not even getting a drink.
Okay. All right, Mom. Make some popcorn, put it in a Ziploc bag. We'll sneak it in.
We'll have Liam come in with a big coat, and he's just like, he's the one short one out of all of
Doing
us.
a little penguin waddle.
just kind of waddling. The Skittles are slightly rattling in the box that we went and bought at the dollar store.
Quit shuffling so much.
Liam, sir. Come here. We need to frisk you.
You can't. No, he's underage. Don't you fucking touch him. I'll punch you in the face.
Right? Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm doing. All right. Are we going to play this game? Because it's not going to be fun for either of us.
Or you just got to remember that you just work here and you make barely minimum wage.
Exactly. You got this job to watch movies really just like I did.
Exactly.
It ain't worth the fight, man. It ain't worth the fight. I've got rage built up from fucking clowns. Okay. So you don't want any of that right now. All right. Well, that's our first one. I guess we can go ahead and announce the second one. I think I got everything confirmed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, we'll still cover it because it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
We are doing Evil Dead Rise.
Yes!
Let's go.
We're doing the newest one. We are skipping the remake for now, because we've done part 2.
We'll go back to that.
We will, 100%. But we didn't have to do part 1. We did part 2. So that's covered. We did Army of Darkness. Ton of fun. We'll skip 2013 for now because that one, that's getting done. But Nate wanted to do Evil Dead Rise for Halloween, and I'm like, I'm here for it. It's one I actually saw in theater, so
me too.
That will be
me too.
fun.
That's the only Evil Dead movie I've ever seen in the movie theater. Actually,
you know what? I don't think I went and saw the remake in theater. I think I waited and watched it when it came out.
Neither, yeah.
It might have had a short release. Usually when that happens, it's a short release. For some reason, I can't remember. Yeah. We'll get into it next week, but we are doing Evil Dead Rise for our month of horror. And if you want to keep up with all the other spooky stuff we got going on, you can continue to follow us over at Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the Facebook group. Give Me Back My Action Movies, the Facebook group. Both of us are on Instagram under those same names. We also have our lovely Scream Queen, Anna, Nerd at the Movies on Instagram. She bridges the gap between several shows. She's also on the Baron's Hideout. They're way into some Halloween goodness if you really, really like found footage. Guess who's not watching the movies with them?
Charlie.
Yeah.
Anna, tell them what you're doing over at the Barons.
We're doing a full Hell House LLC retrospective. We have already started. We've dropped the first episode by the time this comes out, which Pete joined us for.
Yeah.
And it was just an absolute treat of a conversation. And by now, 2 will be out as well. And then by the end of the month, we've timed it to where when the last and final one comes out, Lineage, we'll be reviewing that too, right around the same time.
Now, do not take that as Charlie's not listening to the show. Charlie's just not
That's
going to
true.
watch the
He's
movies.
not- he's just not a fan.
It doesn't bother me to get spoiled on these. I watched Parker's reviews, and that's all I need to see. And also, as you're hearing this, you may or may not have seen Dissect That Film and Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies have both cracked 50,000 downloads for the podcast history. Huge milestone for us and for them. And the reason I'm bringing that up is me and Parker for the last month or so have been like, what number are you at? I'm here. What number are you at? I'm here. And if one of us gets the edge, we're like, motherfucker, you're supposed to wait on me. And then somehow things balance back out. And we've been having a lot of fun. So
I stopped downloading them so we'd beat them.
Pete's like, fuck them. We're going to win, damn it.
Fuck 'em. Or can we send Parker to the island? We've got a space left over on the Barrens.
There you go. Send them to the island. But huge congratulations to them, and big thank you to everyone that downloads and listens to us, and over at B Action, where we are also doing an entire month of horror that I, for some fucking reason, let Dustin curate the entire month.
Sucker.
That's
so
good
far
on you.
two of them great. We'll let you know about the third one we just had to watch. It's okay. It's not House of the Dead, so nothing can be worse than that. So, all right, everybody, make sure you're listening to us. Make sure you're following us over on YouTube. Subscribe, please. Watch us over there. You see our smiling faces and all the work Anna puts into getting this edited for us and finding all the weird ass clips that I drop for her. She's like, where the fuck is that video?
Hopefully it'll be quick and easy to find because I've never watched that show.
That one is like the classic line.
Okay,
You'll
easy.
find.
Okay.
Just What We Do in the Shadows, bats. And
okay.
I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
The first
And
5.
Honestly, Anna, everyone's will be fine with if you just get it close.
Okay.
Even if it's just a bat flapping its wing or something, we're all good over there.
Oh no,
All
you know I'll find it. I'll find it.
Anna does it. Anna does it all for us, and we are grateful for it. So, all right, everybody, we will see you next week. We'll not drag us out anymore. Bye.